Hi, I'm Wendy Pratt, the Assistant Director at the Hannaford Career Center. Welcome to our open house. We're so thrilled to have everyone here tonight. This is our showcase where we have students showing off their work that they do. And what we really hope is that everybody will get out to the polls and vote on March 4th.
I'm Lisa Rader, and I've been teaching at the Career Center since 2004. There are actually 3 programs that I teach. One is called Visual Communications. That's a foundations class, and that really deals with graphic design and art making. And 2 upper level classes, one called Design and Illustration, and one called Apparel and Interior Design. For the upper level classes, students receive college credits. And really the underpinnings of all my classes have to do with marrying physical media and digital media and finding how those can best leverage your ideas. Because we're in a career center, we always are working on projects in and for the community, so the assignments are based on real design briefs. I got my start, I studied printmaking actually. I got my master's degree in printmaking at University of Arizona and did freelance work in graphic design and worked as a gallery assistant in New York City, as an art director on a couple independent films, and found my way back to Vermont. And I'm so excited to be teaching teens and growing this program alongside of them and watching the cool things that they make.
My name is Eva Dukovitsky. I've been with Lisa in her various programs for 3 years now. I am a homeschooler, and I originally came here because I wanted an art class that had all of the supplies I needed to do anything I want. And Lisa is one of the best teachers I've ever had, and these classes are some of the best I've ever taken. I think what's so important about them is not just that I get to work with real people in the real world and see what real graphic design looks and feels like, but because, honestly, it's the best part of my and a lot of students' days. It's a really fun class. I get to bring my creative vision to life with all of the support that I need. I hope my pipe dream is to start my own graphic design company in the future and hopefully work by myself doing small graphic design for small businesses. I've been lucky enough to do several logo projects through Lisa's classes for several businesses, including the in-class cafe, Glass Onion. I designed their logo, and I also designed ART's logo when I was working with their class as well. And I really hope to basically just do what I've been doing in this class for as long as I possibly can, because it's too much fun.
Hi, I'm Jill Heisinger. I'm the culinary arts instructor here at the Hannaford Career Center. It's a full-day, everyday program for 11th and 12th graders, and I definitely had a non-traditional path to get into this job. I am a Mount Abe graduate, and I'm a graduate of this program as well. And then after that, I went on to the Culinary Institute of America, where I kind of traveled the world and got to get some really awesome experience working with different cuisines and people. And after that, I called up my predecessor, Chef Woody, and I said, what do I do next? I traveled the world, I had the jobs, like, what do I do? And so he said, come be my assistant. So I got to be Woody's assistant for 4 years. And then after that, I took over when he retired. So I feel really lucky and proud that I get to have this job and give back to my students.
I'm Gunnar Bowe. I enjoy the allowance of creativity. I can do pretty much whatever I want with very little budget, or very much budget.
Yeah, either way. We don't have a ton of money, but we make it work. Yeah.
And afterwards, I hope to get into the culinary field.
Any specific kind of cooking you like?
I'm okay with anywhere really. I would like to, lead a team, but I'm okay with anything.
Hi, my name is Eric Reed St. John, and I direct the Addison Repertory Theater Company, which is Vermont's only career and technical education theater program. We have 2 tracks in ART, one for performance and one for technical theater. So all the backstage stuff, the lights, sound, set design and construction, costuming, makeup, and props. I have been teaching here since 2018. I really love this job. It offers students of Addison County and beyond an opportunity that they cannot get at their sending schools. And the program has a pretty storied history. There are some graduates that have gone on to do some amazing things. I myself am a product of theater education. I went to college to study theater and then joined a traveling children's theater group. After a few years of doing that, I decided to go back and teach because one of the most influential people in my life had been my high school theater teacher. So I've been teaching now since 2004. Happy to have moved up here to Vermont in 2018 with my wife, who is a Vermont native, and glad to be at the Career Center. Yeah, and I wish that I had students that I could introduce tonight, but they are all involved in productions at their sending schools. And so I'm happy that they're off busy doing what they love doing.
Well, my name's Nick Kantrick. The program that I teach is Construction Technology, Year 1 and Year 2. I have been teaching here for 4.5 years. My background as a residential home builder out west, and built some barns out here in Vermont. And I had a friend who you taught at the Career Center, currently still teaches, and he told me that this program is being revived, and it sounded like a lot of fun to help teach the rest of the youth coming up these building trade skills.
I'm Dan Arnsmeyer, and it's the Intro to STEM for the freshmen and sophomores, and advanced manufacturing for the juniors and seniors. So I spent 28 years in the Navy as a submariner, and then I retired and worked for 3 years for a civilian contractor doing work for the Navy, and then decided I wanted to do something different. And I like working with machines and working with kids, learning new things all of the time, and so I taught a very similar program in Rutland at Stafford Technical Center for 3 years, and then came here last year.
Hi there, I'm Ulti Danforth. I am the Human Services Instructor here at PAHCC, which means that I teach an early childhood program in the morning, so students who are interested in working with children birth through age 8. In the afternoon, I teach an education as a profession course. So students who are interested in becoming educators, be it classroom teachers, perhaps they want to work in a therapeutic role or an administrative role in a school. There's a broad span of interests. How did I get here? Well, I have worked as a teacher, as a coach, in a variety of capacities throughout the years. I had an in-home preschool for a couple of years, and the program or the position that I held just before I came here to the Career Center was a grant-sponsored project for Addison Central School District. It was Family Wellness, which was a collaborative project between the UVM Department of Psychiatry and Addison Central School District, where the focus was really on family wellness and looking at how can we strengthen and ensure the health of the entire family in the interest of improving outcomes for kids all around.
Hi, my name is Brianna Foss. I'm a first year here at the Hannaford Career Center, and I take Human Services. One thing that I like about this class is I get to have so much opportunity to stretch out and do whatever I feel like I want to do. So I'm in a 5th grade classroom down at Mary Hogan, and it's really fun. I love to branch out and work with kids. What I want to do in the future is I want to become a therapist, maybe work with kids, maybe not, I don't know yet, but I'm really excited to see what the future has for me.
I'm Riley. I'm a first year student here in Human Services, and I love Human Services because I love working with kids and just seeing their development over the years. And my worksite placement is Addison County Parent-Child Center Play Lab, which is preschool, and I just love being with them. I want to do preschool or kindergarten or a child therapist.
Hi, so my name is Stephanie Wilbur. I am the medical professions instructor here at the Hannaford Career Center. I am a registered nurse, and I've been a nurse for over 20 years now. So this is my first year at the Hannaford Career Center. I've had the wonderful opportunity of diving right into the curriculum and getting to meet the students and being part of the culture here at the Career Center. I had an odd path to nursing, let alone here to the Career Center. I first started off as an animal science major, and I was going to be a veterinarian, and then my life kind of changed a little bit, and I thought it might be a great idea to become an Army nurse. And so I joined the Army, and I went to nursing school. I became a licensed practical nurse in the state of Texas. And then it was time to come home and figure out what I was going to do with the rest of my life. And so I transferred schools, and I finished out my bachelor's in nursing, and I did emergency room nursing, and I did community health nursing, and I did ICU nursing while I was in the Army. And then it was time for something different. I was blessed to be inspired by all of the amazing educators that I had while I was in nursing school, and I always wanted to be them, to be able to get back and kind of help somebody along in their path and figuring out where they wanted to go and what they wanted to do, or maybe just what they didn't want to do. And so I went back to school and I got my master's, and I taught at a community college in New York, North Country Community College in Ticonderoga, for about a year and a half. And then I spent the next 2 years at Vermont State University Castleton on that campus, teaching and leading the BSN program over there. And I kind of started to see that there was a few more things that students needed to really be well prepared for college and be ready for nursing school. And so when I heard that the Career Center was looking for a medical professions instructor, I came over and I tried to find out a little bit more. And so I'm just so excited to be here and to be here with the youth of Addison County and get to find out what they're interested in and how they want to get to where they're going or where they think they're going, and just expose them to so many different facets of healthcare. Nursing is by far not the only path to healthcare, and just trying to help them figure it out, help them figure out what programs to apply to, what their passions are, what schools fit for them, and also how they're going to pay for college or their programs and all those fun things. And then hopefully for years to come, just getting to hear about their incredible careers and all the lives that they touch and the difference that they make going forward.
Okay, my name is Chuck Regenti. I started here kind of the beginning of the year. I'm not new to teaching auto tech. I have experience. I worked locally for 16 years, but I came on board here at the Career Center. A little bit different atmosphere. That's pretty much it. Prior to that, I've been in the auto industry since I was 13 years old, so not a stranger to cars for sure. And I just decided to pay it forward. So that's what I do here. And this is our auto tech program. We have 2 classes. We have one in the morning, which Auto 101 we call it, and then for the older students we have a class in the afternoon. Get more into automotive stuff, more into electrical, again some hybrid stuff. We have electric car here, but I try to expose them to pretty much all types of and different types of cars and situations. I run the shop more like a job than a kind of a training center, and that gives them real world experience. And I also have some students that are out on co-op. They work with local businesses. I have them Mondays here in the shop, and then the rest of the week they go out and work with actual car dealerships and repair facilities. So.
I'm Garrett Beenan, and I've done this program for 2 years now, and I really enjoy it. It's taught me a lot about working on cars. I pretty much knew nothing coming into the program, and now I've done well in competitions around the state, and I think it's a good experience for if you like cars, if you want to get to work on them. It's just a really good environment. We've got a nice shop around here, and build stuff like this.
I'm Grayson Deslitz. I love the opportunities this program has gotten me. I'm hopefully going to be taking an internship at Beta Technologies this summer. I got to build this with Garrett. I've gotten to work on other cars, and I think it's overall a great program with great opportunities.
David Mills. I'm the diesel instructor here at the Hannaford Career Center. The way I got into teaching, my wife has taught here for, I don't know, the better part of 30 years, and 6 years ago she convinced me that I would be good at doing this. So I started out helping Cheryl Werner with her mechanical science class. That was right before COVID. COVID hit. School closed down, and I figured that was the end of my teaching career. And then the next December, I was called to come to the diesel program for 6 weeks. It ended up being the whole rest of the year. And so at that point, I decided that I kind of enjoyed doing this. So I taught mechanical science for a year, assisted with diesel part-time. The next year I taught the diesel program. The next year I assisted in auto, and now I'm back teaching the diesel program again. So that's how I got to this point. I was a farmer forever. Graduated college and went right to the home farm, dairy farming for 20 some odd years, and got out of that. Did beef for another 20-ish years, a little over 20 years, and then have someone renting my farm now, and I don't own any cows anymore, so that's good, and I'm here.
So I'm Kelly Mills, and I teach sustainable agriculture, and how I got here was I studied agricultural education at the University of Vermont and wanted to be a teacher since I was in high school, and I was a tech ed student myself, and I've been here for 30 years.
I'm Braylee Livingston. I very much enjoy the Sustainable Ag program at Career Center, as I love working with the animals and going on farm tours around the state. And in the future, I'm planning to attend SUNY Cobleskill in the fall of 25 to get a degree in dairy production and management.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Chase. I love this program because I'm able to do hands-on learning, and that's something that speaks to me really well because I'm a person that learns better when I'm doing things hands-on instead of sitting at a desk. I'm also planning to go to SUNY Cobleskill in dairy production and management, and then after I'm done with college, I'm going to be a breeder for select sires.
I'm Nicole McTavish, the superintendent and director here at the Hannaford Career Center. Thank you so much for coming, and we hope to see you enroll soon.